Okay, I gotta tell you, I was so pumped about doing this today's special because I was like, wow, Jay has done it again. He has just created something really magnificent. Let's go to his gallery collection. That's the finest line that he does in his collection, is the gallery collection. But let's make something even more special. Tonight, we're launching something he's never done before. And this type of design gives you two different looks because there's two ways to wear it, and you only need to buy one fantastic sterling silver cuff. So what are the options? Right off the bat, my fave happens to be, because I love turquoise, the turquoise with the golden gorgeous matrix. It flips to Labradorite, which I just bought a Labradorite bracelet in February as his today's special. Now you're getting both looks in one. The second option, this is gorgeous. Look at the quality of this lapis, and then this reverses to a rhodochrosite. So it's your choice. Basically, it's adjustable. You do want to be careful with it from 6.5 to 7.5. You've got some variety there for sure, and it is our very best value of the day. And Jay and I were talking earlier, and he's like, Suze, he goes, I can't possibly do this again at the price. He goes, I cannot ever do this again. He has really brought us in a spectacular looking bracelet that has the magic. That 2-in-1, right? It's getting two looks for literally less than the price you'd pay just for a basic sterling silver and gemstone bracelet. I love this too. He only uses the finest quality. He has beautiful, beautiful combinations of the stones, and you've got the options. Now, little heads up for you. Understand, no matter what choice you're looking at, I only have a couple of thousand. In fact, in the turquoise Labradorite, my personal favorite, I have a little over 2,000 for the entire day. In the rhodochrosite lapis, I only have 1,800 for the next 24 hours, which I'm telling you is an absolute drop in the bucket. So clever and exciting and fun, and Jay is joining me to tell you all about it because once again, he has created what I believe is fantastic magic. Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
It's so weird to be back with you and on studio. Plus, you know, I've been gone for the last 6 weeks.
We missed you. I missed you terribly.
I was, you know, it's so weird because we were, you know, I was Skyping from our house in England.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. So it's weird to be back. It's fun. And we got something here that I have to tell you, you know, and I know I've said this more than once in my lifetime, but we always kind of keep amazing ourselves sometimes.
I agree.
Where, you know, I think, you know, this is, you know, like we've had a lot of today's specials or designs, and I think, you know what, this is really something that's so unique and so different that nobody's ever even thought of this.
Right.
And this was one of those deals that, you know, we design, just so everybody who doesn't really know what we do, we're a very, very niche business. All the designs that you see here on the MindFind shows are just exclusively designed just for the show. We don't sell to anybody else. We don't make them for everything, and there are designs. We don't buy designs. We don't bring designs in. So there's primarily about 6 of us that design. It used to be just me. But this is one of Brian's designs. And I have to tell you, we didn't design this to be a Today Special. It's just, I was, you know, he was looking through the designs and he was bringing, you know, we have this design review every, you know, like every week, every 2 weeks, and they call it Design at 9. And we were going through this, and I just picked this up, and I thought, this is absolutely the coolest thing that we've done in a long, long time. I love this, and Suzanne and I, okay, so this is a turquoise Labradorite.
Labradorite.
Okay,
yep.
So I was curious, you know, Shelly and I, we had a bet. And
now tell me who Shelly is.
Okay, Shelly's our makeup artist. I don't look this good naturally, guys. In fact, you see me on the street, the biggest comment is, you look different on air. Yeah, I do. I don't have makeup. So, you know, the only makeup I really have on is like when I'm going hunting and I camo up. Okay.
Well, that would be an interesting look.
No, it is. It is. It's an interesting look. But well, you know, when we did this, we really wanted the big thing is what materials can we use in it? I love the turquoise and labradorite. That wasn't my idea originally, and Suzanne loves it. Shelly said which we were looking at them in the green room. I said, which one do you think, Shelly, that Susanna go for? She goes, the turquoise and labradorite. And I said, yeah. But I love okay, just so everybody knows. And I actually did this. I designed this. I did the lapis and rhodochrosite. They're both really, really unique materials, and they're of the finest quality.
Yeah, we were laughing hard too. He goes, which one do you like best? I go, the turquoise, of course, with Labradorite. And it's because I'm really attracted to turquoise. I just personally, you know, I love it so much. Here's what's really interesting though, guys. If you remember back in February, now maybe you weren't there in February, I'll kind of fill you in on what's going on. In February, Jay did a really cool little beaded bracelet that I bought in Labradorite, and it had a much smaller cabochon in the center. So many of you might have picked that up or remember it. Now, we did the research. It was almost $150, and there was not at all this much silver, and it certainly didn't reverse. You just got the one stone color, and it's about $150 at its full price. So think about this. You're getting a ton more sterling. I mean, this is a really big cuff look, which is gorgeous, right? And not one stone that's bigger than the original one in February. He's doubled it up. It did not reverse. And I love my Labradorite bracelet. I'm tickled to death with it. I think it is a gorgeous piece. But I just wanted to share with you how incredible the value is. There is an immense amount of silver. Did it freak you out a little bit using this much silver in a piece? Because this is more than you've done in a while for a cuff.
Well, here's the thing with silver right now. It's not going down in value.
Right.
And, you know, the biggest thing with us, you know, all of these, just so you, one of the things that we do different, guys, is these are, when I say they're literally handcrafted from scratch, they're literally handcrafted from scratch. Even the sterling silver in these designs, even the sterling silver that you're seeing in the designs, all of this that's all hand-drawn, okay? So all the half wire, all of this is completely made from scratch. From sterling silver sheet material that we have made to our specifications. So we take the sterling silver sheet material, which is made in a foundry in the United States here. It's actually, even hard. It's not only hard, it's virtually impossible now to get sterling silver sheet material because nobody really does it. You know, most of your jewelry now is either stamped or it's cast. In our case, these are created by silversmiths and by lapidars. I mean, you have to have silversmiths to do this kind of work. You cannot, there's no way to stamp this bracelet. There's no way to cast this. This all has to be done by hand from scratch. And so, you know, when you have these materials like this, especially with the silver, because you're actually having to take sheet material and then actually build the materials, the raw materials. So this is about as custom as it gets.
Yeah.
And here again, what I love on this, when you put it on your, okay, you do have to take the cuff off to turn.
To flip it.
To flip it. But the cool thing about it is it stays nestled right there. I mean,
it sure does.
It just stays.
It fits beautifully.
It stays nicely centered. It just wears so nicely. It is just an amazing, amazing look, an amazing design. Okay, so what we're showing you here, okay, so even think about this. Okay, so one side, this is rhodochrosite. Okay, guys, this comes from one known location in the entire planet Earth. In fact, in March, I was there at the mine. It's mined in like a big cavern, a stope. 6 years ago, the face of that cavern caved in.
No kidding.
And so there really, really is very, very little rhodochrosite. You do see rhodochrosite, like even in America, in Silverton, Colorado, of all places.
Really? There's rhodochrosite?
They have rhodochrosite, but it's specimens. Okay, these are specimens.
Like little teeny pieces?
Yeah, little small pieces, or maybe like, you know, like small crystals. To get these larger pieces, the only place I know that you can get it is this one mine in Argentina. And I have to tell you guys, it is very, very rare, and it's only going up, up, up in value. They haven't mined any in 6 years. That was the last time they got it. And even like last year, I asked Hector, the miner, I said, you know, how much did you get last year? And he kind of like, he didn't really want to kind of tell me anything. Ended up, they got like 20 kilos.
To give people an idea.
Well, 20 kilos Okay, 20 kilos would make, if I cut a beaded necklace, an 8mm beaded necklace, and you had, the material was big enough to do that.
Okay.
20 kilos would cut about 10 necklaces.
Oh, get out of here.
Maybe 10.
Oh,
maybe,
man.
and that's only if you're real, at 8, and I'm talking 8mm beads.
Yeah.
And that's only if you're really, really good. Okay, that's really good. Probably be more like 8. Okay, so
Dang.
20 kilos doesn't go very long. Okay, lapis, and we've got a surprise for you the second hour. I won't blow it.
Huge surprise.
Okay, a huge surprise. Even surprised me. I didn't know we were doing it. so we're all surprised. But if you look at the quality of this lapis,
it's gorgeous.
Okay, the lapis and the rhodochrosite, this is literally over the top. This is all AAA. This lapis right here you're looking at now, this is out of my private stash. This is stuff that I was saving for one of these days when I retire, and I was gonna have this like custom jewelry store that, you know, like where you come in and the artist sits with you and we do your designs.
Oh, cool.
Well, as I get older, I really don't know whether that's going to happen.
You're like,
and
not
so
much.
I finally, on a lot of these materials, I'm starting to release them. This lapis right here, it doesn't get any better.
Well, you know what's funny is when I came out to see these in person, I had the turquoise, of course, lapis, and I took pictures and put them on Facebook, and, or excuse me, the turquoise with Labradorite, right? And I came out, and even before you were out here, and I flipped it over from the rhodochrosite and went, oh, wow. like you can, I mean, that blue is as genuinely saturated and gorgeous and really, quite frankly, vibrant. I mean, you can, literally, if you've ever shot for lapis, a lot of lapis can be inky, really, but if you've ever shot for it, this is the blue. Like, this is the color that you want to get in a genuine lapis stone. So it'll blow you away. It's like, wow. And here's something else that's really clever. I love it because it can be day, night, it can be dressy, more casual, and here's why. If you notice on the Labradorite and the lapis side, they did checkerboard cutting. So they faceted as checkerboards. So what it does, it takes a beautiful stone and actually makes it more lively. It makes it more evening. It gives it more sparkle. So when you see this up close, I'm going to show you, there it is. I mean, you just get this great sparkle, and you can see that Labradorite's beautiful quality because you can really see what makes Labradorite so awesome. But isn't that fun? These were faceted. It would have been such less work to just do these as cabochons and just be done with it, right? Because remember, they're having to facet the stone, they're having to cut the stones, and then they're giving the other side, the opaque version, just a smooth finish. So not only do you have a bracelet that has 2 different color personalities and 2 different genuine gemstones, but it has 2 different looks to it. Whether you want the sparkle, the nighttime, a little dressier looking, or you want to do more of a cabochon, more of a relaxed kind of Saturday jean look, these both bracelets were designed that way. And I thought that was really clever of you guys to do that because it's a whole lot more work. And also I want you to explain to them how difficult this spin is. Just tell everybody how hard it is to do that kind of a bracelet.
Okay, when you look at this and look how they're designed, and here again, it goes back to having artists, okay, literally artists. These are people that work, instead of working on canvas with paint, I mean, they're working with gemstones and gem materials and precious metal, which in this case is sterling silver. That's what they're working with. This all has to be engineered. All of this is by hand. Everything is custom. Okay, it's all created from scratch. Every one of these, even though you would be amazed, and one of the things I'm so proud of is our quality, right? But everything that we do is not only we're trying to give you something that's amazing, the biggest bang for the buck, but we're also giving you things that these are well-made designs that you can hand down from generation to generation. These are things that you're going to wear, and we always not only try to make them wearer-friendly, user-friendly, but we want to make sure that you're getting a quality product that's going to last you. And you can see this. Okay, you know what Suzanne's doing here is really cool. Okay, now, you see how do you know what it takes to engineer this, to make this by hand, make it perfect, where that's gonna lay flush on your wrist now, right?
And not
do you
twirl.
See, it's not gonna twirl,
right?
But it's also not touching your skin. So you don't have to worry about it like, where it's gonna, it's going to pick up the oils from your skin and everything. It's going to sit right on top of that, but it won't flip. The only way to get the turn the cabochon over and get the other look is actually take the cuff up. You just need to raise it off your wrist enough, and then it just flips right over. But it will nestle and stay centered on your wrist. It really, really is. And if you think about this, okay, what would you pay just for a single
bracelet?
Just a single cuff bracelet like this? What would you pay? Okay, and then you get actually, what would you pay for 2 massive sterling silver bracelets? I mean, here again, you're getting not only the biggest bang for the buck, but you're getting very unique, high-end materials that are very rare. Rhodochrosite, I guarantee you, you don't see rhodochrosite from anybody, really.
Can I give you a little update on it?
Okay.
The rhodochrosite is the favorite right now. You have to understand, we're really rather competitive in a bizarre way. I don't know why.
I don't know if I feel validated, but thank you.
Because he said, he goes, I know you love the turquoise. I go, of course I do, I love that, right? He goes, I go, which one's your favorite? He goes, oh, by far the lapis rhodochrosite. I go, really, no kidding. And so indeed, Jay, you were right. And here's the thing, I mean, you're really talking about just beautiful stone, a beautiful workmanship on this. And this is something you're going to love to wear. Like, I get so excited when Jay's here, like you, because I'm passionate about what he does. You're gonna love the quality. That's the key. These aren't little thin pieces of sterling. You can really feel all that hand craftsmanship and all the work that goes into it. But to be able to get the value, that's what he does time and time again, is just to give us these incredible pieces. And I'll tell you, if you go to Santa Fe or Taos, New Mexico, or even if you happen to have a jewelry store in your area, number one, you'll never find this. But even if you came close to finding it, and let's say it was a great, just turquoise silver bracelet, that's all you got was the cuff, it's not gonna be $169.98. It absolutely would not be. Then you say, oh my gosh, it reverses to a Labradorite? Again, same price, $169. Now on the other one, same story. How much would it cost to get a beautiful lapis? I mean, top of the line lapis in a cuff design. Just this, if I got rid of everything, and you had no idea it reversed, do you really think you'd find that anywhere for $189? You wouldn't. You absolutely couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, yeah, oh, and there's a rhodochrosite, are you kidding me? And then think of the fun you're gonna have with the color play. I mean, think of the things you can wear with lapis, you can wear with this great rhodochrosite. Think of things, I love this combo personally because it has so many gray tones to it, and that's just such a great kind of neutral color. And then personally, I'm just in love with turquoise. I have been since I was a child. So you get so many ways and places to wear this. Casual, dressy, different outfits, different looks, different days. By the way, different mood. You're like, okay, let me check my mood today. I want to be this. I don't want to be this right now. I feel like being this. And really, thank you, Jay, for doing this, because it is a marvel to, I hope everybody, you can really appreciate how complicated this design is. Because it doesn't spin, you had to make it tight enough that it would stay, but loose enough that I can actually flip it.
Well, you can flip it, but there, with the pins and the way that the pins are made where they run through, I mean, structurally on this, it's, where you take, this is what I call wearable art, okay? But it's actually making it functional wearable art when you have something like this. The key to this, I think, and like I said, what we always try to do is give you the biggest bang for the buck. I mean, we're trying to make this where you're really getting your money's worth. And in this case, if you think about it, you're actually getting 2 completely different looks all in one purchase, one bracelet. I love it. I love how it nestles. And I got to tell you, okay, and again, I love turquoise. That's my first love, right? Yes. I love turquoise and I love Labradorite. But I personally selected this lapis, and I personally selected this rhodochrosite. And both of the lapis and the rhodochrosite in this are the top grade materials. You will not find lapis or rhodochrosite anywhere in the world that is better than what you're looking at in this design. We only took the top grade materials to actually do the lapis and the rhodochrosite.
Yeah, and you'll see that right when you open the box and you get it at home. You're gonna be like truly blown away. Like it's just something that's absolutely spectacular. Okay, so I wanna explain 5 Flex because this is pretty fun. All day today and all day tomorrow, you have 5 Flex on everything. We're doing a 2-day kind of flex event. In this case, if you're picking up, say, the turquoise version, it's gonna be $34 and you pay it off in 5 months, but you get it right away. It's not layaway, which is great. Then what that means is, and again, 30 days, no, actually, this is even better. You might not know this. We're in our holiday return period. Did you know that? We're in our extended return policy for the holidays. So you can wear this for the whole holidays. You could tuck this under the tree as a gift. And if they don't absolutely love it or you don't, you can send it back at the end of January of next year. This is the sweet spot of trying anything at HSN because you get such a long time to really test it out and get it at home and see the quality. The key though is you want to get it tonight. I love launching. Jay knows I would rather launch with him than wrap up the day because at the end of the day, they're like, oh, sorry, that one's sold out and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh man. At midnight, I got both. I got it all. And I can guarantee you'll get yours. And go ahead and check out because it's $75. Remember, you're getting free shipping. So once you buy this or anything that's $75, you get to $75. The rest of the day, every single purchase you make, and I'm gonna probably guarantee you'll find at least one more spectacular item in this show you'll want. You'll get free shipping for the rest of the day because you picked up the Today Special and you've reached that $75 mark. You know, I don't know that happened too. It might have happened while you were away.
There are so many things that have happened while away. In fact, Christmas trees.
Just showed up. It's very Christmassy here. That is true. No. 6 weeks ago, there was not Christmas out here.
Well, so, you know, like there's, I mean, it's so strange. I mean, everything, you know, just coming back and being able to be on set and be live and actually touch you.
I know,
you know what I mean?
I know.
So this is good.
It's awesome. Okay, so I also want you to explain to everybody too, structurally, because you know I am fascinated with this. Remember, they're cutting 2 separate cabochons on these, right?
You know, but if you look at this, okay, and a lot of times, in fact, it's funny because the silversmiths, when I go back, they just totally get on me and go, you know, all you ever do is talk about the stone. You never talk about our work. And if you look at this, I want everybody to understand, okay, the difference really of what you're looking at here, these are individually handcrafted by silversmiths. You can't make a design like this and not have it done by silversmiths. There's no way to cast it, there's no way to stamp it. It's impossible. The only way you can do this is literally to have a silversmith build it from the raw material. In this case, is sterling silver sheet material. That's the only thing that they can use. That's even becoming a rarity. But you can see this, and you flip this over. So you
sure. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Do you see how smoothly that goes over? It nestles. But if you look at this, okay, this is what they call half-round wire. They actually take the sheet material, they draw this, they draw it through, you know how to explain this without, it's like a plate that they pull it through. They literally cut it into strips and then they pull it through and that shapes it. So they're actually even custom making the half-round wire. This is all done by hand. And then they build that all together. And then with the cabochons here, on any of the cabochons, they're all hand cut, hand faceted, and they actually build that, each one of them is built just around those cabs. Yeah. So that every piece is made from scratch by hand, literally by hand.
All right, you guys are loving the rhodochrosite with the lapis. We've got the turquoise that also flips to the labradorite, which happens to be my favorite. And we've got it available for literally 1 day. That's really key too. When the day's over, even if I sell out of one of these early, the price is gonna go up quite substantially, actually, if we hit midnight. In fact, the retail value on the lapis version is $263 on the comparable retail. So $263, we are definitely way off that, which is exceptional. So a good time to pick it up at midnight while we still have them all available. All right, now, little heads up. We have coming up in this hour, brand new, you've never seen before, and I in the first hour alone will have